Hey guys, let's begin with a simple question. If someone comes to you and tell you that they have a 65% batting average and a 90% win-loss ratio, does this mean anything to you? First of all, we're not talking about baseball over here. We're talking about trading. And do you think with these data that they're a good trader? Do you know what this definition means? Well, by the end of this video, you'll actually understand why these numbers are important and how does it help you as a trader to improve your trading. Let's begin by first talking about the definitions. So what is a batting average? It is in some way similar to when we're talking about baseball. It is a probability where the trader in this case is correct. So we're calculating the number of wins that they have over the total number of trades that they take. On the other hand, when we're talking about win-loss ratio, we're calculating the average profitable amount that the trader have versus or over the average loss amount that they have. Let's talk about an example. And in this case, we are only using a data set with 10 data points. In general, you want to have a lot more data. The more data, the more statistically significant it is, right? Generally, you want to have at least 30 data points, but in this case, for the sake of example, I'll keep it concise. So this is, let's say, a calculation of over 10 trades. This trader, how much of a percentage gain did he get, right? So for example, for trade number 1, he gained 5%, trade number 2, he gained 1%, while if for trade 4, he actually lost 15%. So let's first talk about batting average. We know that it's calculated as number of wins over the total number of trades that he has. And we know that the total number of trades is 10, right? Because in this case, he has 10 trades. So for the number of wins that he has, we just add how many times did he win. In this case, there's 3 wins over here, another 2 wins, so that's 5, and another 2 over here, so in this case, in total of 7. So he has 7 win trades over a total of 10, which means that he has a batting average of 70%. This is actually a really decent number, actually quite good. So then we want to calculate the win-loss ratio. So we know that the win-loss ratio is the average profitable amount over the average loss amount. So let's calculate the average win first of all, right? To calculate this, all we have to do is add all the trades where he won together divided by the total wins that he has. So in this case, what I mean is we add 5 plus 1 plus 8 plus 4 plus 5 and plus 4 and plus 1 over here. So that's all the percentage gains that he had divided by a total of 7 because he won a total of 7 times, right? So in this case, we get 4.7%. And similarly, we can do it for the average loss, which is the 15 plus 7 plus 2. But in this case, he lost a total of 3 times, so we divide it by 3. In this case, we get 6.0%. And with this, we can have a ratio of the average win over average loss. So 4.7 divided by 6 is 78%. So what does this really mean, win-loss ratio? So in this case, if the trader has a win-loss ratio of less than 100%, it means that he actually, on average, for each trade, when he loses more than when he wins. If he has above 100%, that means on average, when he wins more, right? So that means this trader actually loses more for each trade, let's say if he loses, versus if he wins. But then with this and the batting average, it's still kind of hard to tell whether if this trader is overall profitable, right? That's why we can add 2 more calculations, which is just the total return and average return. The total return, in simple terms, is just when we're adding all the percentage gains together, does he in total gain more or loses more, right? So when we add all these numbers together, it actually equals 4%. So we can tell that overall, over all the trades that he has made, he does make money and he makes 4% of his total asset. And we can calculate the average return in this case by dividing the total number of trades. which is 10. So 4 divided by 10 equals 0.4%. So on average, he does win more than he loses, and that's why he actually gets a positive total return. But why is batting average and win-loss ratio important? Well, it is because it actually tells more in depth about the trader's skill and helps them understand what to improve on. And this is especially important for professional traders and professional trading firms. For example, if a trader has a high batting average but a low win-loss ratio, which is in this case what happened to this trader, then this could mean that maybe the trader does not take enough profits in their winning trades. So they sell or this could mean that the trader actually does not take enough profits during the winning trades, right? Instead, maybe they when they're doing a buy order, maybe they sell too early, or when they're doing a short order, maybe they buy it back too early. Or perhaps they take too much risk, so in their losses, they lose a lot more in that case. So maybe their stop loss is set to be too high. So if these terms and concept does not make sense, don't worry, we'll talk about it in the future. But this already kind of tells you that with the batting average and win-loss ratio, it helps the trader to understand what they need to improve on. So this is a very short and concise video that I want to talk about to help you understand how to calculate your trades and how to be profitable. If you enjoyed this video, please again remember to like and subscribe to the video and the channel. It will help my channel tremendously. Thank you.